Hey everybody, Uncle Buck here. A little dirty, been working in the shop. So this is my first ever Landcruiser, first ever 2F. I've been doing mechanic stuff most of my life, but this is the first time ever having a Landcruiser, and especially ever having a 2F. So looking at line, this is a 1976 based on the castings, and based on what I found, there's tons of people obviously into Landcruisers, lots of forums that can decipher that. So I found out it's a 1976 2F that's going eventually in this 72 that I still have a ways to go on the body too, but I want to get the motor done and out of the way. So that's what I'm working on. Come take a look at the teardown. So as you can see, I started, by taking the clutch off, got the bell housing off. That's already over here under the rig, next to the training and transfer case. So got the new clutch over here. New clutch kit from ASIN. Started cleaning up the pressure plate. I think that's gonna be just fine with some cleaning up. You can see I already got the water pump off. She's a little tired. Thermostat housing, various hoses that have various degrees of damage. So I labeled them all since, like I said, I'm familiar with small blocks and stuff, but not 2Fs. Looks like one of those is an oil cooler line, and then one just goes to the heater core. So let's take a look at the motor. You can see on the back here, miraculously, that the rear main seal, both the rear main seal and the pilot bearing look to be in great shape, but I'm replacing it all anyways while I got it out. So over here, pulled the distributor cap and the wires and everything. You can see pretty good amount of corrosion powder in there. However, the cap looks miraculous. You can see tons of surface corrosion on the oil cooler. Not sure what's going on with the fuel pump here. So more to follow there. Already got the alternator off. Then I'll switch sides. Intake manifold and exhaust manifold, and I'll take off in one piece. Or take off last is what I should say. Now look at the front. There is definitely some corrosion in there. So I don't know if the water pump was leaking or the thermostat housing was leaking, but there's definitely some moisture in there. And then where this thing was stored, you can see there's quite a bit of corrosion on that timing cover, pulley, mounting bracket, and everything. And obviously that seal, I don't know if you can see that, that timing cover seal is shot. Now I'm not sure, like I said, not a 2F guy yet. I guess I will be when I'm done with this. But I think that might be gears and not a chain, so I guess I'm gonna find out soon. And to my surprise, I actually got that crank nut off about three or 4 seconds with the old DeWalt, and she came right off, so that was pretty surprising. So stay tuned as I tear this thing down, reseal this whole thing, and stuff it in that truck. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.